Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson on charges of and engaging in interstate prostitution. Powerful individuals for too long have trafficked and abused their own pleasure young people with few resources in a dream of securing a successful career in fashion.
This news follows the recent arrest of Abercrombie Fitch's former CEO, Mike Jeffries, and his partner, Matthew Smith, who were cuffed and thrown in jail on serious charges of sexual exploitation. They were allegedly coercing male models into engaging in intimate acts without their consent, going so far as to intoxicate them with various hard substances to pressure them into activities they did not want to partake in. After exploiting these men, Jeffries and Smith reportedly failed to fulfill the career opportunities they promised, leaving the victims broken and without prospects. Reports suggest that this disturbing behavior may have continued all the way until last year when the BBC exposed the scheme. The BBC was the first to shine a spotlight on Mike Jeffries and Matthew Smith through a detailed investigative article unveiling the exploitation that had allegedly been taking place. According to the report, Jeffries and Smith were accused of hiring an associate, James Jacobson, to act as a recruiter, targeting young men with aspirations for a modeling career. These men were reportedly coerced into engaging in intimate acts with Jeffries and Smith, sometimes in private and other times at large parties, similar to previous allegations against other elites. What's even more disturbing is that they intentionally targeted heterosexual men, especially those who expressed their discomfort or unwillingness to participate in certain acts, such as anal intercourse, but were nonetheless forced to take part. Jacobson allegedly held tryouts paying men to participate in intimate acts, while Smith would select which men would be flown out to meet Jeffries. These encounters were staged in Jeffries and Smith's homes or in hotels worldwide, with travel arrangements resembling those for legitimate modeling jobs, effectively obscuring the true nature of these events. Upon arrival, victims would reportedly be stripped of their personal belongings, like phones and wallets, and subjected to degrading treatment, with no way to reach out for help or escape. Prosecutors revealed that the men were also required to sign non-disclosure agreements and were not fully informed about the explicit nature of the events they would be involved in. They were reportedly given substances including alcohol, Viagra, and poppers, and in some cases were injected with erection-inducing medication if they were unwilling or unable to comply. Hotel staff, allegedly on Mike Jeffries and Matthew Smith's payroll, reportedly prevented the men from leaving these events. Prosecutors claimed that Jeffries, Smith, and their associate Jacobson used force against men who were unwilling to participate. During its initial investigation, the BBC spoke with 12 men who described attending or helping to organize events run by Jeffries, now 80, and his British partner Smith, now 61, during the years between 2009 and 2015. These first-hand accounts exposed disturbing practices that spanned years and reportedly involved a well-coordinated scheme designed to manipulate and exploit young men who sought legitimate modeling opportunities.
Hiring men for sex. Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson used force, fraud, and coercion to traffic those men for their own sexual gratification. They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers. Smith and Jeffries employed a secret staff to operate these sex events. The staff ensured that the men signed non-disclosure agreements and handed over their personal items, such as their phones, before the start of the events to maintain the secrecy of these events.
So far, 15 victims have come forward, with more expected as investigations continue. When the BBC first exposed these allegations last year, no arrests were initially made. However, after months of investigations and multiple lawsuits filed by the victims, Mike Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and their recruiter James Jacobson were all arrested on serious charges of sexual exploitation. Mike Jeffries was released on a $10 million bail bond, while James posted a bond of $500,000 to secure his release. The U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District is taking this case very seriously, issuing a strong statement condemning their actions and encouraging other victims to step forward to help dismantle this alleged criminal enterprise. This case, as he emphasized, should serve as a warning to those engaging in similar exploitative behaviors. It's time to prepare to trade luxury for a prison cell. Meanwhile, rumors have emerged suggesting that Diddy may have been associated with Jeffries and Smith, allegedly participating in similar activities involving young men. Although it's unclear if this is true or merely speculation, the rumors stem from past accusations against Diddy, which include allegations of exploitation against women, men, and even vulnerable individuals. At the party, she reportedly had a few drinks that were later confirmed to be spiked with a mix of various substances. Feeling drowsy and physically incapacitated from the effects, she went to find a place to lie down. While resting in a bedroom, she claims that Diddy, an unnamed male celebrity, and an unnamed female celebrity entered the room where she lay, with the substances rendering her unable to move or resist. At the after-party, Diddy allegedly said, "You're ready to party," the unnamed male celebrity then proceeded to assault the young girl while Diddy and the unnamed female celebrity watched. When he was done, Diddy reportedly took his turn assaulting her, with the other two celebrities present as witnesses. Afterwards, she managed to escape the room and fled through the house, roaming naked as she desperately searched for an exit. She eventually made it outside, where she dressed herself before finding a nearby gas station. There, she called her father, confessed that she had lied about her whereabouts, and asked him to come pick her up. In another lawsuit, a man who was 17 at the time claims he was also assaulted by Diddy. This incident is more recent, allegedly occurring in 2022. The young man claims he attended a party where Diddy offered him a drink and promised he could help launch his music career. He attended, aspiring to break into the music industry, but alleges that Diddy then assaulted him under the pretense of mentorship. However, Diddy reportedly had other intentions beyond offering music industry guidance. The young man claims that after consuming the drink Diddy gave him, he began feeling unusually dizzy, weak, and confused, symptoms he felt were disproportionate to having had just one drink. Realizing something was amiss, he later concluded that he had been drugged. According to the lawsuit, Diddy allegedly subjected him to prolonged and unwanted physical contact, attempting to manipulate him into compliance. The case has stirred a significant public reaction, with many expressing hope that justice will soon be served for the victims as more powerful figures are exposed. Social media users shared mixed reactions, with one saying, "Diddy's never been much of a singer or rapper, but he's sure singing now." And another remarking, between P. Diddy details the Menendez series, and all this news, I'm tuning into The Price is Right just to decompress. That's all for now. As more unfolds, we'll keep you updated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest updates. Thanks for tuning in and stay safe out there.